Jason Jorgensen with you on the Rural Radio Network as we have a special guest today. Husker head coach Mike Riley is here and his wife Dee. Thank you two for coming out and seeing. It's great to have you in town.
Thank you, Jason. It's great to be here. We appreciate our trip. You know, we've made a few stops, but excited to be in Lexington and appreciate all the support that we get all over the place, especially here.
How's the last couple of days gone with your travels? You've been busy.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, we've got to see a lot of folks, and it is we're at a place where this is everybody's football team. This is the whole state claims this team, and so it is. It almost feels like this is something we should do to share as much as we can with everybody about a team they care so much about. So it's fun to get out and talk about something that everybody likes and that we love doing.
You've lived here now for about a year and a half. Has anything really surprised you about living in Nebraska or being the coach of the Huskers?
You know, first of all, I'm pretty much a football junkie, so nothing about the football and the history and all that has been a surprise. I think that's more confirmation than surprise. You know, I really had an idea about how much people did care, and that this was, this is a place where there aren't any other major college football teams. There's no pro teams. All the energy flows into Lincoln. All those kinds of thoughts have been confirmed, and the other thing is I really like the place. You know, I like Lincoln a lot. I think Lincoln might be the best college town out there. You know, I think it's a great place to go to school. It's just the right size for college students. You know, big enough to have something to do and not too big.
Yeah.
Not
all that trouble.
Yeah, that's right. So, Jason, that's all been good. Really, like I said, more confirmation of how good it is than anything.
The draft, the NFL draft was a couple weeks back. You had 4 kids selected. I'm sure you had to be happy for them, and it looked like they all went to pretty good situations.
Yes, I am happy for them, and I think that they are in good shape. And once you get your chance when you're drafted, then it's up to you to forge that opportunity. And I think all these guys will. I really think every one of them has a great chance to make it. I'm excited for them. I'm glad I got to at least coach them for 1 year. Great guys, and I'm glad we have that connection, and they'll always be connected to Nebraska.
Today on the Rural Radio Network, we're joined by head coach Mike Riley, making a stop at our KRVN studios in Lexington. Coach, I know you've been asked a lot about this, or this has been talked about a lot the last couple of weeks, but how about this satellite camp thing? It was on, it was off, it's back on now. What's that been like to try to schedule and to keep all of this straight?
Not very easy, and I think frankly, the way it was handled was not great. You know, I've been involved with the American Football Coaches Association Board of Trustees for many years, and so we've met on things like this forever. And I think that, if you'd asked me a few, maybe even a month or two ago about satellite camps, I was in favor of allowing it, but I knew we had an issue. They need to be regulated. But, then they banned them, so they were out, and we had planned, I think, 7 ourselves to go travel and do it. So we had to shut all that down and then kind of shift our gears in another direction, in a direction I was excited about. We were going to try to get more athletes, more recruits on our campus, and we were going to get to spend more time with our own team. Both of those things are exciting to me. And so when they then shifted gears again and they went the other way with it, I didn't think it was a very smart move, because what is going to happen now, it's going to be the Wild Wild West. There's going to be people go crazy on these camps. You're going to see people have 23, 24, 25, 26 of these things. Really expensive, kind of overdone. Like I said at the beginning, it needs to be regulated. I think they're good to have. They set the limit at 5. Do something like that, whatever. But this is not good.
So this is probably not done yet.
Yeah, well, we're not done with it at all, because what's going to happen is there's going to become so much stuff out of this satellite camp this June that they'll figure it out and they'll have to step back on it. But that's okay, because we're going to blend it. We're going to do some satellite camps. We're going to stay at home as much as we can, and I think we're going to get a lot out of the month, Jason. But that indecision was not good for college football.
I know you can't get into specifics, but by all accounts, things have been going well for you guys on the recruiting front. I would think you got to be very, very pleased with how your message is being received by some pretty good kids from across the country.
You know, I appreciate that. I think that there's a good vibe right now, and I have to give our fans credit for a lot of this, because they are, on social media, they are engaged in recruiting. And I know that's a new phenomena for sure, but it's real. It is absolutely real, and I just got to tell our fans out there, just keep going. These kids love it when you show them your love for Nebraska and all that, and I think it's a big factor. Nebraska is a great place to recruit to. It is a really good place for young people and for young men football players, and I think that all we have to do is get the word out, make sure people find out about it, and probably the best thing that we can do is get them to campus. But I tell you what, our fans have been great, and we appreciate it.
Hey, before we let you go, just one other question here. You've been in a lot of different stops over the years. Where do you hope to make the biggest improvement or biggest jump from maybe year 1 to year 2 in your experience?
Oh, boy. In the football part of it, for sure. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Jason, it's number one thing for sure. Turn around 5 or 6 games from a year ago, turnovers. We've got to win the turnover battle. We've got to turn around the turnover ratio that we had. It was horrible. I'm embarrassed to even say what it was, because that was the difference in our year. So turnovers is it, but we have to also 2 more specific things. We want to run the ball a little bit better. We were okay. We were 6th in the Big Ten in rushing. We'd like to be in the top 3. And the other thing is we have to really improve pass defensively. I mean, we gave up. We were a good run defense team. We gave up too many yards pass defense. So those are 3 things that we can go bang, bang, bang. Those have to get better.
Well, hopefully it all happens.
Thank you.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see you in July in Chicago, Big Ten Media Days. Thanks for stopping in.
Look forward to seeing you, Jason. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me in Lexington.